Yeah, I know. Everything, I can't get my camera set up here. I never have been able to since I moved to this joint place, but I'm going to work on it. You're going to see some weird stuff. Me trying to show merchandise. You'll probably see stacks of crap all over my living room. Uh, hi me. I have no makeup, no hair done, no nothing. I'm just barely breathing, but we will make this work somehow because we have to. And I would like to welcome everyone who has shown up so far. The Metal Angler, Archaeology Mike 007, my buddy Charles. I'm so glad you're here. A couple other strange folks that haven't shown up. And I mean, they're here, but they're lurking. Uh, I wish I was doing this as like a big happy, joy kind of show, but I'm not. I'm doing it as a let's see if we can keep Susie alive so she can do some more happy, joy shows. So I'm even going to turn the night bot on because I might give something away just to encourage people to show up. I've sort of kind of lost my following. That happens when you get sick and your show isn't on the air for like months. People find other things to watch, and I understand that. That's something that's just gonna happen. But I am hoping that I got it, but I don't. Warner. Um it's about an hour away from me. It's not really a pending thing. It's pretty much a done deal. We're just working out logistics of uh, the young man that it belongs to actually is living in it. Um, well, until today. And today he went and bought a minivan because he's gonna relocate. Um, we're just ironing out some stuff. I don't actually have the full amount of money that he wants, but we are going to work out a contract that is being drawn up where I am paying him the bulk of the money down and then paying him the rest that I owe him in payments. Fortunately, this young man has money. I mean, he's not like rolling in the dough, but he's got enough money that he owns stocks and that kind of thing, and and so he can. Right now, he's uh, getting his things relocated from the uh, RV and fixing a few little things for me. So that's, he's a good kid. He's a musician, and you know me, I got a soft spot for musicians, and other musicians have soft spots for each other. So Um, anyway, I do have the night bot on because later on I may give something away. Uh, not sure yet. I was hoping to be feeling better because I made this big, ginormous schedule. My camera work is going to stink because I cannot find my tripods. I'm sure they're somewhere out in the car. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, it's not a perfect machine by any sense of the word, but it is way nicer than the other ones that I looked at. And the guy is working with me, you know. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of shaky cam. I don't know. I've never tried to set the camera up here in Virginia, and it's not worked well so far. So I keep trying to find some place where it will stay without falling and where I can prop the merchandise up. And it's just not working out very well for me. You're getting to see my ceiling and my floor and lots of other things that it's just going to have to work that way. Yeah, William Shatner camera. So I did break this down into a big long list of how I was going to do it, but because I'm not feeling well, I am just going to do the phase one, which is a combination of buy it now and auctions, and it is 21 items long and coinage. Figure we might as well start off with the coinage. Um, I'm not the best on auctions. I don't do them, so I don't really know how to make everything work like it should. So, I'm kind of gonna, yes, I do have Cash App. That's one of the things I need to do real quick is post what I have. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this for a while till I figure out what I'm doing with it. And yeah, let me post my money paying goods and stick something under here so that we don't have to watch that camera jump around. All right, now let me get back over here. I'm gonna post my payment options right now. We of course have the antiquated PayPal, but money still goes there, so get that one up there. There was another one I was going to get today, and I didn't get around to it because I kind of got sick. I've been doing real good the last 8, 9 days, and then, of course, because I schedule something, I got to get sick. But let me get Cash App up here. And I think that's all I have. I used to have Square, but I lost it. I need to find it before Sunday, though. If I'm not too sick, I'm supposed to go do a farmer's market that my sister is in charge of, and I usually use my square there, so I'm gonna have to work that out somehow. Uh, well, anyway, I definitely have those two. I have PayPal and I have Cash App, so we'll have to work with those for right now. Uh, like I said, I'm kind of dragging, so we might as well. There's no particular order, and most of these I'm gonna just auction because I kind of like the way Ravenhawk does, where he starts a lot of stuff at $1 and just lets people go. Now there's going to be a few, obviously, I'm not going to be able to do that with, but the first item I can. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to get this on the camera, but it is a 1991 United States mint proof set in its fancy little box here. You're probably going to see a lot of me with no makeup and no teeth and bruises, and I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm just not not doing my best here. Oh, I tried for 2 hours to get all this. Comes in a nice little packet here. And I'm so sorry, guys. If I were not so sick, it wouldn't be so messed up. I almost said the F word. Then it's got your specifications card, which on the back is the authenticity certificate. And then here is the beautiful set. If I can. I tried to build this nice little stand last night and failed. There's the set. And the certificate. And of course the beautiful box. So this is item number 1. I'm just a mess. I'm so sorry, people. It's hard to do this stuff when you're sick and you don't have anybody to help you. You know, if you got somebody else there, it makes it a whole lot easier. Like I have a sticky 1 key that just won't stop doing that. Oh, that'd be great, Pammy. Let's see what I can do here. I'm gonna flip over here. Be right with you, folks. I have felt really good the last 7, 8 days. So of course, the day that I scheduled to do this, I gotta wake up feeling like a truck ran over me. It just that's how things work. All right, I'm gonna give a couple of wrenches out. All right, got a couple of new wrenches there. Um, Shipping on most of these is going to be $5. Now, I may get into some bigger things in some of the other categories, and we will have to work on the postage on those at that time. Yes, use goods and services if you use PayPal, because otherwise they will just lock down the money and be stupid. So So let's just not give them the opportunity to do that. So we're going to start this one off at a whole dollar for the 1991 mint proof set. Sorry, I'm having to do this camera this way. It won't clip to the table as it's supposed to. It keeps falling off, and I'm gonna find some clips or something tomorrow, like maybe my actual yeah, my actual real equipment would be handy, wouldn't it? Uh-oh, Mikey's having battered children tenders again. I'll never forget him saying that. Children tenders. That was the funniest thing. So nobody even give me $1 for the mint set, huh? That's I'm not off to a very good start, am I? Oh my. Yep. Woo! Pammy Jones went at 5. James Eller went at 12. Thank you all very much. It is a really nice looking preset, and I don't know why, but I just think the coins look like really nice against purple. It's regal or royal or something, but it just, to me, the purple. Yes, and I have Christmas lights in the background too that are not helping. Uh, I will work on this some more tomorrow. Uh, I'm gonna go over here on YouTube and see if I can pick up remove some of the lag. If you hit F5, it'll reset you and help you get rid of some of your lag. I don't know that that works with StreamYard per se. It does with the yeah. I shouldn't be doing this, folks. I should. I wish I could like hire people to do this. I have like half of my storage unit is in my living room. I'm trying to get listed on other venues. Uh, it's just not working for me. Yeah, and do make sure that you are on live chat. I've noticed lately that YouTube is automatically putting people on top chat instead of live chat and making you go back in and do that. Anybody else? We've got Lucky Jim Miller at 12. So I'm going to go. And I'm sorry, you can see the mess. My house is just like nothing but boxes. And the problem is I'm too sick to do anything about it. So that is a real issue for me. Yeah, I just looked at mine and it had flipped it back over to top chat. So I went back in and turned it back on. I have got to figure something out with this camera, though. This is going to drive me out of my mind. Uh, uh, I got to turn my phone off, too. Uh, I don't know what you. I guess I have made an enemy or something. I don't know. Somebody just sent me a message that says, "Miss me yet?" I didn't know I was supposed to be missing that person. I miss everybody. Uh, but I just can't watch. Half the time, my eyes are doing like triple. You know, back when we were in the 60s, we wanted the psychedelic colors and the triple images, but I don't want it now. So I don't know if that was an insult or I don't know, and I don't have time right now. Uh, all right, we're gonna let that one go to the Lucky James Eller for $12. We put his little card back in the box. Even the box is in beautiful condition. I can tell you that I got this from Ravenhawk. So, usually 91's not significant, but it's part of the world. We still had a 1991, and yep, all in, all done on that one. Let me find my pen. Russian coin albums. That sounds interesting. Oh, come on. I can't get anything to go right tonight. All right, one down. It took me all that time to do one. Isn't that horrible? If I could just get the camera set up in one place, that would like make my life way simpler. And it just is not cooperating. I'm going to try one more thing here real quick. See if I can make this work. This is just a little package here. Hadn't tried this yet. It's about the only thing I haven't tried. So, yeah, I did not plan on sleeping half the day, but I had to take an extra round of meds, and it was not kind to me. Okay. Here we go. All right. Thanks for stopping in, Silver Scorpion. We'll probably still be here for hours. Okay, this is just a little round of Kennedys. We have a 1964, a 1965, and a 1968D. I will turn them. Sorry, it's still a little shaky, but it's better than looking at my ceiling. So, I might need to do a little lighting adjustment. May have too much light now. Oh, come here. Yes, I know. I promise I will fix it by tomorrow. Oh, that is better. Yes, that is much better. So that's the reverses. And this is gonna be uh, wherever my paper is. And we're gonna do another starting bid at $1. It's just easier. Oops. That's supposed to be $1. Poop. I have my one key sticks. One. There. Starting bid $1. Let's try and get that a little bit better. Oh, I am so sorry, guys. I have been so sick. Last week, I spent more time in medical machines than I did in my car. Probably the most interesting thing that happened was that they put me in an MRI machine and gave me headphones that were playing classic rock. Now I'm in this machine for an hour and 40 minutes, and you're not supposed to move. And they're playing the Kinks and the Stones and Zeppelin, and I'm not supposed to move, right? All right, we got the 3 Kennedys. There's at least $12 worth of silver sitting there, folks. Come on, y'all. How am I going to buy a bus if I can't get any money? When you get time, check your cash app. Okay. I will do that. And thank you, Warner. Oh, Lucky James Eller's in for 10. Phone.
morning, everybody. Park Rat Pat here. Do you miss me yet? I miss you. I'm still out here doing my thing, making videos, having...
Because I don't think they would know who Pan Flute was, and I actually am a big fan of the Kinks. I asked them if next week they could get me some 60s stuff. So that was kind of... And see, I don't even know how to use this thing. I have it. I don't know how to use it. So I don't know what I'm looking for, Pammy. Oh, I don't think anybody's ever paid me with it before, so I'm confused. Yeah, about the only thing I wouldn't want them to put me in there with would be country. I just... there's some country I like, but how do I look at this dumb thing, Pammy? I've got Cash App, but I don't know how to... I'm trying to check it and I don't know how. So I guess I'll have to figure that out later. I just got it because I needed it for somebody else's. So right now we got Lucky James Eller sitting at 10, and he says he's only got 30 bucks. So there we go. I'll have to figure this Cash App deal out later. I don't know how to... I don't know how to look at what people have sent me. I'm just so dumb. Cash sent to your Cash App on bottom should show total. Okay. I'm on my phone, and that's not helping me. I'm not seeing things that I'm supposed to be seeing. I don't know. I'll find it, Pammy, I promise. It's just I'm not with my program today. Well, I'm gonna say once on Lucky James Eller, who is in at 10. Alright. Yeah, I'm really having a hard time doing this. You want to count this down, Pammy? So far, it's Lucky James Eller at 10. Hey, Silver Stacker. Long time no see. I'm so glad to see some of you show up to try to help me out here. It is not fun to try to sell everything you own. The only things I am keeping are things that I have no way of replacing, like my great grandmother's. Yes, Butterbean, we do take PayPal, and yeah, what's the other crazy one that I just forgot the name of? Cash App. If you use PayPal, please use the goods and services. Otherwise, they will just tie the money up and I will never ever see it. They have completely ruined some channels. Which is just sad. Where they actually took their money and never gave it back, even. Yep, all in and all done as far as I'm concerned. Oh, we gonna get fancy on this next one. Well, that one we were bidding on some silver Kennedy halves. Nothing particularly exciting, but this might stir some people's hearts a little bit more. Got I'm sorry about the camera work, folks. I am very sick and not getting. I'm gonna try and put this under the scope instead. I think we'll up the ante just a tad here. We got us an 1883. Ain't she a beauty? Woohoo! She is gorgeous, and I wish she was staying at my house. However, and by the way, this is an O mint mark in New Orleans, $1. Now, obviously, this one's going to start at a little bit higher than we've been doing. I have been getting it under the friends. If you do not make any comment whatsoever, it will go through. But I have had a lot of people, including myself, where I have sent money, friends and family, and they held it for like 48 hours. They just wouldn't put it through. And someone told me it was because I had actually put an address or something, a comment. So then they decided that it was not, that somehow I was cheating them out of their money. So rather than argue with them, we will just do it the way they want it. This one's gonna start a bit higher, but I think it's worth it. All right, so we're going to start this one at 20. because she's beautiful and she's worth 20. She's not even tore up too bad. She's an 1883. And I will try to get my camera fixed by tomorrow. We got Pammy at 20, Silver Stacker at 20, Pammy Jones at 30. That's an by the way, 1883 Morgan dollar. Budget bullion stackers at 35. Yeah, I have a case that has all my camera accessories. It has everything that I would need to set this up. Pammy Jones at 40. Unfortunately, I don't know where that case is. I think it's in my car from when I was shooting some detecting videos, and I did not go out there and look for it, but it's got all my accessories where I could hook the camera to everything. It's got tripods in it, So I'll get out there tomorrow and try and get myself together. Like I said, I had planned to do that today, but the thing with what I have is that it just comes with no warning. I wasn't even sure I was going to try to do this 7 o'clock deal tonight. We have 40 from Pammy to Jones, my sister, and my best friend was a Jones, and Pammy is very much like her. All right. Anybody want to snipe in there? She's getting a deal and a steal for sure. The kind of the way I have decided how I'm letting go of my collection is if it's something that I don't think I'll ever see again, then I'm holding on to it. If it's something that I believe I can replace at some other time after I am in a better place, then I'm letting it go. I mean, there are things like my great grandmother's glass, that she brought from Germany. Those things I'm keeping, but I can replace most coins. I can replace. Ring her on down, James. I think we're done here. I think Pammy got that one. Okay. That's twice I've done that. Written Pammy's name instead of Pammy Jones, put Pammy Tones. So park that one over on the side for Miss Pammy Jones. I thank you for helping with the cause. people are going to get some good bargains because they don't think I have anything, and so they just didn't even come. But that's okay. There will be more auctions. I have to auction off everything I own. Pretty much. Okay, I think I got this one from Mikey, and I asked him not to be offended if I sold it, because anything that I am selling that someone has given to me, by me selling it right now, it is helping me. It is going to get me back to Michigan, where I had super duper medical care, and they have fixed me up pretty good over there. This is a 1962 Silva Quarter. Yeah, it's in the little case. I don't have the high ticket fancy stuff. You know, I am the low dough collector. You know, I mean, I sort through car wash quarters, so I get it. You know, an auction of my stuff is like a trip to Goodwill to buy clothes. Yeah, I guess that's the way to put it. Yeah, Coin Crew, they did so awesome for me. I cried when I got the package from them. I did. I cried. They made me cry. They are just so wonderful, and that helped a tremendous amount towards me being able to do what I need to get done. Um, when I have to go to the doctor here in Virginia, every trip is 100 miles or more. There are no specialists that I need. They're just not here, and I understand why. If I was a specialist and I was out to make a bunch of money, um, I would go to a metropolitan area. I certainly would not set up practice where there was 300 people within 500 miles. So I understand it, but then when you are in need of those services and you cannot get them, it is it's really awful. Yeah, it oh, I hate this keyboard. Mhm. So I'm just gonna squeeze what I can squeeze out of what I have and hope it's enough. Uh, yeah, that auction that they did, that Coin Crew did, that was incredible. I was so sick that day, and I stayed in there the entire auction. I I I just couldn't leave. I was so amazed at the generosity of people. It uh, the only other time that anybody made me cry out of happiness during a live stream was my first anniversary live stream when Muscle Shell came in and gave me money to go see my brother and buy accessories for my metal detector, which I have barely gotten to use because I got sick right after that happened. So, that money is being used to buy the bus, but the bus will go see my brother before I go to Michigan. So, all things will be fulfilled as they were intended to be. For those that were watching me the other night, and I couldn't find the missing book, I have located the missing book, and we will work on that on Monday. We will fill that up, and that will be given away. Somehow it got mixed in with some metal detecting things. I think we can count this one down. We got Butterbean at 2, unless somebody wants to snipe in there. Yeah, I know they could spend a little bit here. It would be nice. Yeah, this has really been hard. In ways that people don't understand. The day I got in the car accident on my way home from the doctor, the next morning I got divorce papers. So most of the time when I did a mail call, it was, oh, here's a little package from so and so, here's a package from so and so. This is my new mail call. That's bills I can't pay because my ex has stopped sending my alimony. So that's my new mail call. Oh, nice guy. Nice guy. Should have thrown all his stuff in the dumpster instead of saving it all for him, but I'm not going to be bitter that way. He will have to answer to his own higher power at a later time. Okay, US Stacker at 4. Going once at 4. Come on, focus, booger. Have any rounds? Yeah, there are some rounds coming up. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I see a couple rounds in the box. I do. So, see, that's one of the problems. Is I'm a collector of coins, and I like the rounds. Some of the rounds are pretty cool. I haven't gone through my rounds yet. Whoops. Yeah, I see an email that came through, Pammy. So thank you. Yeah, I it came through on my notifications this time. There actually is a peace dollar. There is one peace dollar in here. I don't know in what order, but okay, we got. But I do have some. I do have some silver rounds. Uh, I do have at least one peace dollar for sure. It was one of the last ones I packaged, so that's why I remember it. Uh, James, I see Pammy at 10. I think that's Pammy. Are you at 10, sweetheart? And of course, those of you who are buying multiples, um, we will be adjusting the postage on those. So that'll happen. All right, I'm gonna. Hey, Dimebag, how you doing, buddy? It's so nice to see people because I have a hard time watching because of my eyes. I'm getting a little better, but I may have overdone it last night because I stayed in. I'm a mod in one of the channels, and I stayed in there for the whole thing. And I think that might be why my eyes went a little wackadoodle today. All right, let's count this one down. Anybody else want to go after Pammy at her $10? Otherwise, I'm going to say she's all in and all done. And yeah, it's called my camera equipment box is out in my car. Yeah, I think the camera angel's been in my meds. This is what's happening. But I will find the equipment tomorrow and get things set up a little better because I do have a lot more auctions. I have jewelry, I have more coins, I have some sports stuff, I have books, collectibles. This is just going to be an ongoing thing where I just have to keep selling as much of my stuff as I can. I will not be on Sunday. My sister, yes, we are speaking again. My sister is in charge of the new farmers market, and I'm gonna go, and because I will have relatives there who, if I get sick, they can take care of my things for me. But it's where I sell my handcrafted jewelry and so I have to go. Doesn't matter unless I am so sick I can't drive. I will not miss it. Okay, where am I? Oh, let me see here. I believe somebody was asking about roundy rounds. Let's see what we got here. Oopsie daisy. Oops. I will fix the cameras, I promise. It's driving me crazy too. This is an SMI, troy ounce of 0.999. This one does not have a year on it. I know some of the SMIs do, but we're going to talk about the RV parking. So yeah, I think we've got that situation under control as well. So anyway, I won't be able to park it up by her house though, but that's not her fault and that's not my fault. That is because the bridge that goes up there is just too small. and I am afraid it would go right off the bridge. So, but there's a big front section. I should be able to park up there and do what I need to do, because mostly what I need to do up there is some remodeling of one of the rooms. The inside is really nice. There's not much work that needs done, but the back bedroom, um do we have a bid on my for? I just posted it. Where did I posted it? I thought I posted it. The SMI 1 Troy 0.999 starting bid is 20, and Rosen was at 21st on my screen, and whatever it says is on my screen. Butterbean is at 22, beating out Metal Angler, who was at 21. Bullion 23. Y'all want me to flip this over? Rosen at 25. Turn this around so y'all can look at the reverse for a little bit. So we got Rosen at 25 right now. Anyway, what I'm going to do with the back room, that's where the generator is always in the back, and they're always loud. And there's plenty of other sleeping areas in this bus. It's a 31-foot motorhome. It's big. And I have some furniture that has been in my family since we bought our house in Florida in the 1950s. It's the furniture is actually from the 30s, and I'm going to remove the beds from that back bedroom, and I'm going to make those 3 dressers a place to store my craft things and my medical supplies and my clothing. And the one dresser will make a fine little desk so I can still do my shows, because it's too loud to sleep back there anyway. So that way I get to keep my beautiful antique furniture. And that's pretty much the primary remodel of the interior. The interior is good. Budget at 28. Who jumped over Rosen? So mostly when I need to park it out there, it's so that I can take those little cabinets out, and I'm not going to get rid of them. I'm actually going to just put them in the barn. Rosen at 29. So if I want to put the motorhome back to its initial setup, I can put those little counters and bed things back in. But I really need the workspace, and I think that'll work out well, since I won't be sleeping back there with the generator blasting anyway. So that's the main reason I needed someplace to park, is to fix little things. There's not a lot that needs fixed. It's pretty nice. And I just want to change things around. I may take the table out, the little fold-up table that makes a bed. I may take that out and put my sewing table in that spot. I did that in my other motorhome, and it just worked out so well. I had a place for my TV, and I had a place to sew, and of course, I do have to leave a bedroom area for M3, or he will not be a happy camper. But okay, we're going twice at 29. Last call for alcohol, as my buddy over there at Ravenhawk says. You're stealing that coin, you know. At 29 bucks, you're stealing that. Oh, I am so sorry. I I have a lot more stuff to go through. I just grabbed stuff that was at hand and hoped that I could get the enthusiasm going that they had going on the coin crew. But I'm just not as exciting. Used to be, will be again. Those of you who remember my show before I got sick, I we just had a lot of fun, and we will have some fun again. I got all these new games. We didn't even get to play them yet. Uh, it's just so crazy when one day you're fine, and I kid you not, I can tell you, I started having little uh, issues. Congrats, Rosen. Started having little health issues when I was down in Georgia, but it wasn't bad. And then it just seemed that once I got up here, I had a real severe turn, and I can even tell you the day, April 11th. I went out metal detecting, and I was happy because I was finding, I mean, not super valuable. I found a ring. It was just a blinger ring, but I found a ring, and uh, uh, I was detecting, and all of a sudden, my legs just stopped working. I had to sit down on a bench. I couldn't walk. I just had to sit down on this bench, and then I started getting these flashing lights in my eyes, and I got sicker and sicker every day. Within a week, I couldn't walk. I could not walk. I could not see. Well, I could see three of everything. I'm trying to take my pills, and I'm I'm like grasping at my hand, but okay, one of these suckers is my pill. I just don't know which one. So uh, it just kept getting worse, and I have spent since um, April 11th. I have been in the hospital 14 times. I have had the first 3 or 4 times they just laughed at me. They were like, oh, it's just a migraine. Oh, you got an ear infection. Nah, nah, nah. Yeah. And it was none of the things. Uh, 12 doctors gave me 9 different diagnoses, gave me the medication for those diagnoses. None of them were correct. So I had a really bad attack about 8 or 9 days ago. I mean, I can't even begin to describe what was going on with my head, but it was just like somebody was just rapid firing gunshots into my head. And all I could do was just hold my head in my hands and scream. Uh, I finally, I called my congressman. I did. I called my congressman. I said, look, I live in this state and I can't get medical treatment, and these people are laughing at me, and something's got to happen. So within a week, I had 2 sets of x rays, and I have had 2 MRIs so far. Next week, I have 2 more MRIs where they're looking at what's going on with the neurology of my body to figure out, because there seems to be no connection between what is happening with my ear and eye and jaw and the numbness across my face and the fact that suddenly I can't walk. So we're going to find out what it is. But in the meantime, I got a hold of the clinics that I had been part of when I lived in Michigan, because when I lived there, I was within 2 weeks of being in a wheelchair. And when they got done with me, I wasn't walking with a cane. I wasn't walking with a walker. I was fine. University of Michigan is the 3rd best hospital in the United States. This is part of why I'm going back there. Okay, next item on the agenda. This is a JFK $50 mint mark collection, and it contains 3 different Kennedy halves, one with a Philly mark, one with a Denver mark, and one with the San Francisco mint. It's got a really nice little fancy case, and it says, if I can hold on to things, the first Kennedy $50 was minted in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy, who was assassinated on November 22nd, 1963. The portrait was first used on his official presidential medal in 1961, and the design of the coin was personally approved by Jacqueline Kennedy, the president's widow. This coin is struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, and this particular set was put together in 2009. I go every day, Werner, and walk the halls, and we have 5 steps that go outside if I don't want to go through the lobby. So I've been using the steps, and I also have some bands, exercise bands. So I have been trying to work on my strength. I fell 3 times about a week ago, and I finally ascertained that the reason I was falling down was because the physical therapy guy changed the height of my cane and it was throwing me off. I put my cane back the way it was, good to go. The other thing I did, they had me on 19 medications. Party pickle! It's an official party now. So anyway, they had me on 19 medications. I have removed all of those except 7. Um, one of those is my thyroid. One of those is, well, 2 of them are my arthritis and my psoriasis. One is for my pain. One is my anti-inflammatory. One is for vertigo. And then my eardrops. As soon as I took all that crap off my list, the next day, I was up walking around, I was doing stuff, and I have created my own regimen. It has been working. I have not had another one of those attacks since. So I'm going to be discussing that with the doctors this week. Okay, so that's where we're at on that. I am terrible at auctions. It's not my thing. I'm usually trying to hold on to my stuff, but I would rather stay alive than hold on to some Kennedy half dollars. I can get more. Ah, you booger. Oh, we're going to start this little rescue at $1. I like that $1 thing that sometimes it actually works and sometimes you only get $1, but it's all right. I am just trying to pay for the get the motorhome paid for. I got to pay insurance on it. There's a lot that goes besides paying for the actual home, and then get myself up to Michigan. I have talked to 2 of the programs that were working with me before. I have a lot of autoimmune disorders, and autoimmune disorders are basically when cells in your body think other cells in your body are bad when they're really not, but your body thinks these cells are bad and starts attacking the good cells in your body and create all kinds of strange and bizarre havoc. We got Pastor Tim at 3. And there are all kinds of autoimmune disorders that they still don't know what they are. They don't know why they happen. Uh, and so there are a lot of studies going on to try to connect the dots as to why uh, cells in your body would want to attack other good cells in your body and make them the bad guy. So I got into one of those several years ago, and it's why I am able to walk and do all the things that I do. And so I called up there and I'm having them send my MRIs and all of that up. And Michigan said, "Yeah, we'd like to see this. This is something we have not seen much of, and I don't mind signing on for research. I'm 68 years old. Uh, if me going up there and signing up and getting in a research program helps somebody 20 years down the line not have to go through this, it's all worth it to me." No, they are not all 64s. This was actually put together in 2009, and let me turn the light on here, and then I can tell you what they are. It is a 1977 Philly, a 1998 Denver, and a 1980 San Francisco. So they are all different mint years. 1977 Philly, 1998 Denver, and 1980 San Francisco. So it's basically a clad set of JFKs from one from each mint. To me, it would be worth it just for the San Francisco, But like I said, I don't have, shipping is $5 unless it's some great big huge monstrous thing, and we will work on that if you buy a great big monstrous thing. We are taking PayPal and we are taking Cash App. And I'm sorry I am not organized. I really had no plan on having to sell my collection to pay for transportation and a place to live, because that motorhome is going to be my place to live. I will have no other home. So that's just kind of how it's going to work until I can get a little more settled in up in Michigan. I'm going to be living in a motorhome, which is not the first time. I have lived in Michigan in a motorhome before. In the winter, I remember coming out Halloween and my whole trailer was just buried. But it's okay. If that's what it takes to get me healthy, then I am willing to give up everything to stay alive. I had somebody send me a nasty note a while ago saying it was a big joke. Uh, would you sell everything you owned for a big joke? Because I'm 68 years old. It's not something that I would normally do. So it's not a big joke to me at all. I just I don't think people realize how serious it is. I think some people think it's a big, you know, why would I do this to raise money? If I wanted to raise money, I've got plenty of other things. All right, thank you, Butterbeans. Thank you, thank you. Let's see what's over here in this big old stack. Oh, here we go. This is a fun one. All right. No, Pastor, the postage will be combined. So, no, it would not be $15 if you bought 3 items. It would be whatever the weight of the 3 items comes out to be, which would probably be about $5 or $6. Okay, this is kind of a silly one here. This is just a sticker pack, but it's kind of a special sticker pack. Let's see who all stickers are in here. Oops. Okay, we got a Raven Hawk. We got Metal Detecting North Carolina. We got Jeff Silversmith. We got 2 little bitty big flips. He used to put those in the middle of his fidget spinners. I don't think he has those anymore. Coin hunting couple. Some of these are older stickers you might not be able to get anymore. There's Shibby Rob. Spray Can Coins, one of my favorite channels. Different Ravenhawk coins. That's the 2020 variety. There's Miss Southern Belle. And here's an oddity. Here is probably one of the last Silver Dirt Face keychains from Penny's channel. And here is a real oddity. That is the next to the last Susie Q96 sticker. I have one more that's mine. I did not order any more stickers because I did not know if I was going to have a channel anymore. So that is the tail end of those. So got the little sticker pack with the little keychain in there. And whatever this penny is right here that I can't see. 1957 penny. So it's just a fun pack. Some people collect stickers. And there are some in there that are no longer available, I'm sure. So the sticker pack, whee! I have got to fix this keyboard. It has a 1 that sticks. It's driving me crazy. All right. Starting bid on the sticker pack with the keychain and the penny, $1. Like I said, some of those stickers I don't think exist anymore. I'm pretty sure they don't. Excuse me. Yeah, like I said, that's the last of the Suzy Q96 is in there. So if I get better, I'll get some more. If I don't get better, I won't. Ooh, John Jacobs with a big $5 boom. Y'all just keep building that up while I run and get me something to drink. Be right back. Ew, yeah, see, I'm so far out of. Well, thank you so much, Werner. I always appreciate seeing you. Someday I'll make it to Germany. All right. It's a good thing I didn't try to stick to my schedule because I'd have never made it. I don't even know what time it is. At any rate, come on, guys. You're buying the tool that it's going to take me to take those beds out of that back room. So look at it that way, you know. Oh, Coin Crew, I need your help. I just do not know how to do an auction like you guys do. I'm doing good to get $1. It's just not my thing. It's an art, and the Coin Crew has the art. They definitely have the art of the auction. I have been so off the grid because I've been too sick to watch anything, or for a while I couldn't hear, and so it's just been, yeah, it's been hard. I never expected it. Like I said, I was out bopping around doing some metal detecting. I found a little ring, and I thought, oh, well, it's junk, but it's still cute. And I bent to put it in my pocket, and that was it. I couldn't walk. I'm sitting in the middle of a little kid's playground, and I sat there for about an hour before I could get my eyes to focus, and finally got myself home. And my life has just been completely changed since that moment. And they do not know why. Hopefully, this next round of MRIs, the ones they did this week, were looking at my back to see if something was pinched that, you know, anyway. I This week they're going to be doing brain scans. So hopefully that they will be able to find something that is causing, because there doesn't seem to be any connection between what's going on with my face and my eyes and my ears and my head and what's going on with my legs and why I can't walk. But like I said, with autoimmune disorders, it's like a little kid just took a crayon and drew a bunch of lines and said, okay, this one doesn't work anymore and we're going to mess with this. And, you know, it's crazy. So, so I am hoping that they, yay, thank you, John Jacobs. I am hoping that they will allow me to continue on the medication regimen that I created, because I have not had one of those bad fits since they since I did that. So, all right, these, I don't know if anybody has a use for them or not. I discussed them the other night. I have a couple of older coin books, and while the pricing in the books may not be up to date, one of them is a 2016. I was looking at them, and the photos in the books seem to be better quality than they are in my new 2020 and 2021s. So I thought, well, maybe somebody will want them. I can even send these book rate. So what I got is a 2016 Handbook of United States Coins. Uh, like I said, the photos, the quality of the photos in them, of course, you can't tell if my camera works, but the quality of the photos are just as good or better as the ones in the new book. So I'm gonna put these up together. I have a 2001 red book and a 2016 blue book, and we will start those out at $1. I can send those a book rate, so I can easily send them both for $5. So I just dropped my pen, I just dropped my book. Oh my goodness, I am a mess. Doggone it. I apologize again for my lack of everything. I can't even type. But I hate to throw stuff like that away, because it does still have use. Alright. Hi, Coin Crew. Thanks for popping in. I will be selling everything I own over the next couple of weeks. So just keep popping back in. You never know what it's going to be. Could be anything. Could be handcrafted jewelry. Could be art. Could be books. Could be more money. More money. This is not what I want. Oh, those may end up in the garbage. Nobody even thinks they're worth $1. I like the pretty pictures though. What do I got here? Oh, come on, people. People. Yeah, some of you don't even know I have a morning show, but I do. I've been doing it for about a month now, called That Was the News, where I go through old newspapers and magazines and find articles about coin collecting and counterfeiting and metal detecting, and we found some pretty crazy stuff. I still want to go back to that place in Alabama and see if they ever found the car that was supposedly buried with the dead guys in it, and that they said they found with the 1940s metal detector. Uh, yeah, I'm going to change the time on the morning show once I uh, discuss this changing of my medication. I'm probably not going to do that show until about 10 o'clock. Uh, well, doesn't look like we have any interest in the books, so I'm just going to move them off to the side and see if we can find something else that somebody's more interested in. All right, here we go. Since we're talking about all these other countries, I have this. It's a Whitman coin folder. It is the Canada Small Cent collection 1989 to 2012. So it is book number 2. This is a brand new book. Almost untouched by human hands, except that I have placed in it 3 Canadian pennies. So, if you're interested in the Canadian pennies, let me see what pennies did I even put in there. This book was given to me by Handy Andy 736, but I really never got into the Canadian coins. But there's a 91, a 92, and a 99 in here. The book is in new condition. Good luck waking Andy up. Um, our starting bid on this one is a big fat dollar. Like I said, it does have 3 pennies in it, but the book is brand new. Other than the 3 pennies I stuck in there, there's no nothing, just book and 3 pennies. Nice book. It's a Whitman. It's a official Whitman coin folder. So, anybody, come on. Yeah, well, Andy's mad at me, so I don't know why. Breaks my heart, but I can't fix it, so. So who does quarter? Who does Canadian? Come on, guys. Hey, Archaeology Mikey for 2. Thank you. John Jacobs for 4. And I'm going to skip some of these and just do maybe 2 or 3 more because I'm getting tired. My body's not working real well. And actually, looks like mostly what I have is junk. That's why I run the Lodo show. I just dumped a whole pile of stuff I didn't want to mix up. Yes, Rosen, there are. I'm just pulling them out in the order that I wrote them on the list because that's just how I have to do it. when you're sick and your brain doesn't work, you have to kind of just do things. I made a list. I put the things in a box and I'm following the list, but I am going to skip some. And no, actually, Mikey, I fell after I got to Virginia. I fell at my sister's. Well, I know they want silver, but I can only give you what I got, you know? I, like I said earlier, I have not gone through the silver yet. I grabbed some of it, but I have not gone through it yet. So I can't sell what I don't have out here yet. There are other uh what you call it? Shoot. My brain went dead. There are other coin sales coming. This is not the only coin sale I'm doing. So, in fact, this is the first sale that I'm doing. I'm totally disorganized, and so I think I'm just going to do a couple more, and then I'll save the others for a different sale. Maybe I can get a little more interest. But I think the next two items will make some folks happy. If they don't, I don't know what to tell you. I'm, I'm just a sick old lady trying to pay my way to a hospital. Uh, I know a lot of you guys are used to the big, fancy, high speed, high money auctions, and when, you know, that's not what I have. I mean, I have some of it, but I have to take my time and go through, and it's hard to do that when you're spending 4 days a week in the hospital. So, y'all, please bear with me. There will be more. It's very, very hard for me. I would, you know, I'm gonna try and get my nephew to come help me, but right now he is celebrating his graduation. Okay. So uh hmm. Yeah, I'd like to keep my silver too, but okay. Right now, the last chance is $4, and it does have 3 pennies in it also, Charles. Uh, all right, I think we're just gonna hit the hammer on that one, and that one's headed off down to the John Jacobs residence. And I got 2 more things I'm gonna put up here tonight, and then I'm gonna go whatever my schedule said. My body is saying elsewise. Don't know who that would be. Oh, come on, camera. Be kind. Just be kind. Just for the last 2 coins, could you please be kind? Because I'm tired of this. 1922. And of course she drops it. We got a 1922 pretty lady right there. Actually, the coin looks better than my photography makes it look, because the flip is bent. And oh, come on, Suze. I'm about to just cry. Actually, I'm about to just give up. Just say, okay, just stay here and die. Okay. Yeah, it is in a crappy flip, I will tell you. The flip is bent. The coin is fine. It's the flip that stinks. And it might be better under the scope. Helps quite a bit. I'm taking it out of this. This slip is terrible. I don't even know how I got it, but it's not staying in there because it's too hard to look at it. There we go. Is it's not a bad little coin, actually. It's pretty tidy for a 22. You wanted silver? There's some silver. Hi, Mud SWAT. Oh, come on. my one key sticks. I need a new keyboard. It's supposed to be. There. Let's try that again. This is next to the last one because I'm starting to feel real sick. Yeah, that's for sale. Let's get that bidding out there. Butter beans at 20. Beat out Pastor Tim by a second. Rose and Rosen 21. Budget bullion 22. Come on, you guys. You're paying to keep me alive here. Butter beans 25. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe some people just want me to drop dead. I don't know what the deal is here. Oh my goodness. Budget of 26. Come on, y'all. You being cheap. Don't be cheap. You gotta help old Susie Q. I gotta get to some doctors that actually are, have medical degrees. I'm not kidding. I have seen some doctors here in Virginia that I am not sure. I think they might have got their medical degree down at the cow slaughtering house or something. I don't know. 27 at the Butter Bean. It's going to be a real expensive proposition for me to do what I got to do to stay alive. And the main thing I got to do to stay alive is get out of the mountains of Virginia. The doctors I need just are not here. They will never be here because there's not enough people for them to get rich off of. So, like, when I went for my neurology examination, it was 150 miles each way. 29 on the Butter Bean. Yeah, Dr. Dewey, Cheatham, and Hal. I think that's the ones I went to last week. Now, I've had to go to Roanoke. I've had to go to Chambersburg. I've had to go to Blacksburg. I've had to go to Danville. I have been all over this state. Budget bullion at 30. And sometimes I will have 2 or 3 of those appointments. So every day I got to get up and get somebody to drive me 150 to 200 miles, and it's usually my niece. Budget bullion at 30. So not only is this extremely hard on me and it's exhausting, but it's using up my family. My niece has children of her own, including one who is a special needs child. And I mean, it's a lot of money in gas, it's a lot of money in time, and it's exhausting. Every day you get up and you got to get in a car and go 150, 200 miles and let somebody poke and prod. And then they won't schedule 2 of them on the same day. So you got to turn around and go back the next day. it's, yeah. So the first thing I got to do to survive is to get away from this. Okay, where are we at? We are with budget at 30 on our 1922 piece dollar. Pammy Jones is back in the house. So, so think of it this way. Every penny, every dime, every dollar that you spend on this, you're getting me closer to a doctor that actually knows what to do. And also back to a place where I have a much better support system. Here I have my niece who is moving in a couple of months, and I have my sister who has her own set of health issues, and her husband is also quite ill. So I really have no, who's going to drive me to these places? How am I going to get to these places when the bottom falls out of that, which is going to be in about a month and a half? So in Michigan, I have many friends and acquaintances and much closer access to top of the line medical facilities. Even my doctors here have said, "Yeah, you need to go back there. We can't help you here. We don't have what you need to help you." So it's kind of either uh, give up and die or get up and move. So, I would not be selling everything I own if I didn't feel the need to do it. Uh, it's uh, it's heartbreaking too to open your desk and pull out things that are your treasures and go, well, yeah, but I can get another one maybe someday. It's it's just hard. And I'm sorry if I sound like a whiner, but if you ever go through where you're walking through a playground and all of a sudden you can't walk anymore, it'll scare the living shit out of you. Or you're sitting on a bench. Oh, there's Butter Beans 32. Or you're sitting on a bench, like I was sitting on the bench in this place, in this schoolyard, after I couldn't walk. And I sat there and I couldn't get up for an hour. I finally, I was using my shovel and my metal detector as crutches and working my way from one playground toy to the other until I finally got to my car. And then when I got to my car, I realized I couldn't drive my car, so I had to sit there for another hour until the numbness came out of my my leg, and I could focus and realize where the road was. And I've never been sick like that before. Yeah, and in that instant, it just was a whole life changing thing. It took my crafting away. It took my driving ability away. It took my ability to watch YouTube. I couldn't hear. They even put a tube in my ear trying to make it where I could hear. Um, they just, I mean, it just, for days, I just laid in my bed holding my head and trying not to scream. I actually got a noise complaint from a neighbor because of the noise I was making due to the pain. So if you ever think, oh, that can't happen to me, oh, yeah, it can. And the worst part, they don't know what it is. That's the crazy part. That's why I got to get where I'm going. Because they don't have a clue what is wrong with me. Like I said, they've had 9 different uh, diagnoses that they've given me medication for. No reaction whatsoever, except a couple of them made it worse. Uh, I'm struggling to pay my bills. My house looks like something exploded in it. I'm supposed to be getting this lady to come help from the county, but they don't want to come and help me because I can drive sometimes. So I'm just going to tell them, no, I'm going to take my car to my sister's. I nope, I can't drive. Don't have the car here anymore. Now, would you please come over here and help me clean this shit up? Oh my goodness. I got one more after this one, and then I'm quitting for the night because I'll change what I've got on the schedule and just do it. I looked up that Michigan is the 3rd best hospital in the country, University of Michigan. I'm not sure who the other 2 are. I just happened to. I actually said 10th and someone corrected me, so I got in trouble for that one. All I know is University of Michigan, when I lost the ability to walk back in 2015, by the time they were done with me, I was not using a walker, I was not using a wheelchair, I was not using a cane. I was out doing craft shows, playing music. They fixed my body well. So I have faith in them. Of course, each list that you look at is going to be different, but I believe what I am looking at is a list of research hospitals. Obviously, Mayo and John Hopkins are right up there, but University of Michigan is highly ranked as a research hospital, and they fixed things on me that people said couldn't be fixed. So I have had several years now of being able to do things that otherwise I'd have been sitting in a wheelchair. So I trust them. I'm going back to them. They specialize in researching in the kind of things that I have. So why would I not go there? Why would I stay here? It's a better question. uh, all right, here's the last one of the night. This is a 2021 put it under the thing, see if y'all recognize it. I need a better microscope too. Everything I got's falling apart, including me. There's your first hint. There's Elizabeth. And there's 2 pounds. And that's why I said Mayo's number one. But I'm referring to research hospitals. And so what I got here is a 2021 Robin Hood. 0.9991 ounce of fine silver. Yeah, there are. Do you want to sit here and debate hospitals? John Hopkins is not going to take me. Mayo is not going to take me. They do not do the kind of research that I need. You know, I'm trying to get to where I can get treated. I'm not going to fantasy land here. And I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm tired of people questioning why I'm going where I'm going. Anyway, this is the last one because now I am upset as well as sick. And it's kind of become pretty clear darn it. I haven't even posted the starting bid. I can't even type. I'm so upset. All right, the starting bid is 25 on the Robin Hood. This is the last one I'm doing for tonight. Maybe the last one I do at all. I'm just over it. Okay, according to the 2021, the new ratings that have just come out, Michigan is 11th. So, excuse me, they are no longer third. They are now 11th. So, well, when you're sitting here and you're selling everything you own, trying to get somewhere that can keep you alive, and people start picking at it, and you're tired and you're sick, and then people start questioning why would you go there. I'm sure he did not mean to offend, but he's not in my shoes. Where the heck are we? Rosen's at 31. And I'm not trying to be nasty with anybody either. I'm just really, really tired. I'm really sick. And I've been thinking back to when other people in the coin community were sick or had family issues. And I mean, this is going to sound terrible, and I don't mean to sound terrible, but there was a charity drive where 5 times what has been made to help me was made to help somebody's dog. So it kind of makes me think, wow, I don't even I don't even rate what a dog got. If it wasn't for Coin Crew and Muscle Shell and John Jacobs, I don't know where I'd be. I'm this close to living in a cardboard box. And it kind of hurts to have that question. I mean, even my doctors here have said, you need to go there because we don't have what they have. And selling everything I own is not one of my favorite things to do. It took me a long time to accumulate the little coin collection that I have. And then I have sat here tonight and had people say, well, don't you have anything better than that? We want this. Why you want to go there? Why are you doing this? It's really hard. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I have no idea how Coin Crew raised the amount of money they raised for me, because I'm sure not raising it. I'm doing nothing. I'm sitting here making a fool out of myself is what I'm doing. It's just really hard, and what's hard is to do it with no or little family support, no money. I'm trying to get someplace that's 10 hours away. That's all I'm trying to do. 10 hours. So I apologize if I offended anybody. I have stayed on here too long and past the point at which I should have taken another round of medicine. I bit off more than I could chew. And I apologize if I have offended anyone. It's just almost more than I can take. I do have a whole bunch of other stuff to sell, but it's not going to happen tonight. My head is now starting to just absolutely my head is throbbing, and if I don't get my meds pretty soon, I'm gonna end up having another one of those deals that I do not want. Okay, anybody that bought something, here's what I want you to do, because I'm not going to sit here and calculate right now. I just want you to email me. I have made a list. I've got everybody's things marked on their envelope, and I will send you. If I have not received payment from you, I will let you know tomorrow what you owe. I just can't. I can't do this right now. My brain is fried. Like I said, I did not mean to be nasty or anything to anybody. It's just the medical situation is not good right at the moment. I will try to find the stuff for the camera tomorrow too, so that the camera's not dancing all over the screen. Just and that is not a very good picture, but that is the motorhome. So that is the bus. I don't know if it came up on the screen or if Goofy Girl is on the screen, but I have gone too far, and I'm gonna have to just finish it all up tomorrow as far as what was sold tonight. So I appreciate all of you being here. I'm sorry I was such a grouch. I'm in a lot of pain that came on in like the last half hour really bad. So I'm gonna go take my meds and eat something and try and figure some more of this out tomorrow. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate the support. You can rate anybody you want. I'm rating the refrigerator and my medicine, but yeah, there's very few people that I would say don't raid. Maybe two, and that's just because they've been nasty to me, and I don't support that. But yeah, I've been on Shrouded Buried before. That's a good channel. Yeah, I'll run right on over there and visit them. Tell them I sent you. But I'm on the medical magic bus, and so I'm just gonna. I know, Jesse. I'm in so much pain right now. It's when the pain gets to this point, it's hard to make rational thought. You know, you just can't. Your brain just doesn't work right at that point. It just decides, okay, I'm done, and yeah, I know. I was so awestruck when I saw that from Rob Fine's Treasure. And here's why. When I very started on YouTube, and I didn't know my head from a hole in the wall, I was in Rob Fine's Treasure one night, and I asked a couple of questions, and he said, well, you really need to get a copy of the Red Book, and that will help you a lot. And so, about a week later, he sent me his personal copy of the 2019 Red Book because he went and bought his 2020, and I use it. It's right here. I'm holding it, and it's autographed to me. And then his channel got so huge that you kind of almost get lost in there, but I still go and try to watch because I still learn stuff from him, and he was so kind and generous when I first started. And when I saw what he had done, I was almost in shock. Oh, and you know what we forgot to list tonight for the whole thing? We did not list the GoFundMe address in case someone wanted to make a donation that way. I don't know why I did not do that, but we will. But yeah, Rob has always been a supporter. And yep, that was pretty awesome. In fact, hang on, I gotta get my cat down off of the TV. Get out from there, you silly boy. I'm trying to pin it, but I am not able to pin from where I'm at. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. When you're in the StreamYard page, you can't pin. You have to get out of StreamYard and go over. Ow, 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 ow. I just ran over my toe with my chair. You have to get out and go over to YouTube before you can pin it. So that's just one of those things. And I just ran over my toe and that hurt. Yeah, I usually pin them, but like I said, you have to go. I'm broadcasting from StreamYard, so then I have to go over to YouTube and pin it from there and then go back to StreamYard. And yes, he is still playing with his banana. He was playing with it this morning. He likes that nanner. All right, well, now that I have run over my foot, I definitely need to go take my meds. So we shall see everybody later. I will rewrite the schedule of events in the morning based upon, well, actually, I'll probably do it tonight, based on whether I feel better. I did practice day today, and I overdid it. So I appreciate everybody. Thank you to everybody who bought something. Thank you to everybody who didn't buy anything. Just came along for the ride. Mikey's going to take y'all over to find it. Found it buried. And I'm going to go find something in the refrigerator. So I'll see y'all tomorrow selling something. I'm not sure what yet. So it was supposed to be jewelry, but I'm not sure. So have a great night, folks. I'm sorry I got weepy and grumpy and several of the other dwarfs. Uh, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Yeah, that's kind of the plan now, Charles. I've got a list of things up that I'm going to sell. I'm just going to take the times off of them and list them as pop-ups. It's the best I can do. All right, everybody. Thank you. Good night.